You
Easy action.
easy action.
Hey,
Like,
hey, are we live?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Smack 'em a gob, everybody. Look, my record collection's back on the channel.
Oh my god, then we can all be jealous.
It's a video. It's really a video. It's really a video screen, guys.
Yeah. And what I used to do on my channel all the time was picking random shit, right?
Mhm.
So I'm going to throw it to Manny there. Manny,
yeah.
which way should I go? Should I pick something from the right here or the left here?
Well, considering I lean rarely much to the left, I say the left.
Oh man, I'm too far. I'm still not gonna look. All right, now,
We're gonna have to get you one of those claws, those grabber claws.
is this
Yeah.
one good right here?
Right there.
Yeah.
He needs one. He needs one of those fuzzy mics that just comes in and gets in the picture all of a sudden, and you know, razor, violent restitution.
And something else too. Oh,
Ooh.
Oh,
Raven.
here's
I'm
something.
wearing the shirt. Yeah, matches my shirt.
Here's something.
All for one.
Here's something unique. I got John Gallagher. I got Mark Gallagher and now I can't remember his name. The guy that produced the album.
Udo Dirkenschneider.
No, Michael Wagner.
Oh,
Wagner.
Michael Wagner. Yeah,
Michael Wagner signed it.
yeah, killer.
Yeah, I'll be picking more random shit throughout the show, but this show is about our favorite second albums. Now, we didn't really discuss this. We just said let's do because Wayne, Wayne's a smart guy. Wayne's like, oh, it's January 2nd. Let's do favorite second albums. And I was like, God damn, what a genius this Wayne is, man.
Yeah.
He's stupid and everything else, but so this is my idea of the show.
Mm-hmm.
I only picked albums, number one, that they're better than the first album.
Ooh.
Or of a couple of them I'll go through first are the ones that I think are better than the first album. Then the ones after that are, I think it's their best album, period. Their best album ever was their second album. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So did you pick 20? I picked 20. Maybe we should do 10 and then do 10. Do 10 each and go around or something.
I don't know how many I picked. It's a nice little set.
Yeah.
I'll just
Well, I've got plenty of honorable mentions, but I've got 21 actually. I got 2 that are for a tie.
I got 20.
I probably have 30.
Rebel, man.
I'll just go through 10 each time, like you guys, and then and whatever I have left, I'll talk about.
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, basically, bands that I don't know how you guys did it. Did you do it as this is just I love this second album, so I'm gonna pick
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I kind of ranked them because definitely my top 5, or I would put
See,
my top 5.
that's why you're not gonna see Van Halen on mine, because I like Van Halen 1 more than Van Halen 2. You're not gonna see Don't Break the Oath on mine because I like Melissa more than Don't Break the Oath. So there's gonna be no Van Halen or Merciful Fate mentioned on my end. I only picked albums that I feel are better than the first album and the ones that are just the best overall of their whole catalog. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Mhm.
Second album and then done.
No, they make good albums afterwards, but their second
Just not as good as that second one.
exactly.
I didn't think that deep into it. I just said, yeah, these
I
are
didn't either,
records
man.
that I love. Yeah. But it's cool. It's cool. There is no rules. So.
Maybe if we thought that deep, maybe there would only be like 5 or maybe 10 albums. But now we got 20. So let's just go.
But many in my list, many that I have in my list might be my favorite record by that band.
Yeah.
In many cases.
All right. Well, Wayne, you want to start? First?
Okay, let me start first. I'm gonna do my CDs first. My records are over there. Love the first Megadeth album, but Peace Sells, but Who's Buying? They really, really put out a really great album here. Just as good as that first. I love that first album. It's like neck and neck to me with these 2 albums, but this one I just like a little bit more. There's just better songwriting on there. And it's better produced as well. Love the first Iced Earth album, but that singer really bothered me a lot. But Night of the Storm Rider, they did a lot better here.
What a great album.
Really great album. Yeah, I remember kids in my when I was in middle school, and somebody just happened to find this album, and they're like, "You got to listen to this. You got to listen to this." And I finally got it. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm glad you guys suggested the album because it's really
I'm
really
gonna go grab
It's,
mine. I forgot about that.
it's fun. It's funny you say it like that, Wayne, because I remember a friend of mine called me up. I think when he bought the first Iced Earth album, and he said he bought anything that was on Century Media because he thought it was all death metal, and he got it. And he went, "Oh, I don't like this." And he called, I got a tape. You'll love this." So
Right.
yeah, he called me. He's like, "Come get this."
It's good, and you liked it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do agree. I like the vocals on Storm Rider way better than
way
the
better.
album.
Yeah.
Who was the singer, guys, on the first one?
God, he's still around too, and he was just in a band. John Schaefer did a band called Purgatory with him. I can't remember his name.
Someone in the chat will know it, I'm sure. So
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I can't off the top of my head. I don't know. Dream Theater. They have a really good first album. Again, a different singer, but then they got James Labrie, and Images and Words blew me away. This album, I don't even have to listen to this anymore because I've just listened to this so many times. I know it through my heart. Iron Maiden, Killers. Again, not as good as the first album, but I love Killers. It's got Paul Di'Anno. Can't go wrong with Paul Di'Anno. Iron Maiden, really great album.
Not many say that. Me and you agree that the first album is the best.
I believe so. I even think that first album sounds better too.
What?
Yeah, I think it's produced better.
Oh, I totally disagree with both of you gentlemen, but continue.
Flotsam and Jetsam. Yeah, it's great. Flotsam and Jetsam, No Place for Disgrace. Again, first album's good. This album I think is a little bit better. This is one I do think is better than the first album, to be honest.
That's a massively killer album.
It really is.
Terror.
I like the first one better, but it's a good
Yeah,
album.
I do like Doomsday more, but I love No Place for Disgrace.
Yeah. Forbidden Twisted into Form.
Yeah, I like Forbidden Evil more, but it's a good album.
Same as me. Forbidden Evil is really good. Twisted into Form's a little bit better. Metallica, Kill 'Em All's is good. It's a good album, but I think Ride the Lightning really stepped them up. You know, people say they sold out this album because they got the Fade to Black on here and they're going like acoustic and all that crap. But this is where Metallica, I think, really started to be Metallica is on this album. You know,
yeah,
Dave Mustaine's gone off that first album. He has some songs on here, but that's Metallica.
Yeah, that's when they became Metallica to the Black Album.
Exactly. Yep. All right, so there's my CD pile.
All right, Manny.
All right, I'm gonna go. The Doors, Strange Days. I think it's equal on par with the first album. I love it. Jimi Hendrix Experience, Axis Fold is Love. Just released like a few months after his debut album, and it's a more soulful album. Almost has like a Curtis May influence. Led Zeppelin 2. I love Led Zeppelin 1, but I think 2 is where they really solidified their sound. Here's where I disagree with both you and Ralph. I think Iron Maiden Killers is better than the debut. I think it's got better production. And Paul Di'Anno, may he rest in peace, just kills it on it. Venom Black Metal. I actually like Welcome to Hell better, which makes me a minority. But I like black metal because it sounds like they met their instruments on a blind date and decided to make a album. It's fucking killer.
Absolutely. Good description.
Yeah. Black Sabbath Paranoid. I'm a little tired of the album because I personally played it too much, but you cannot deny the greatness of Black Sabbath. Judas Priest, Sad Wings of Destiny, like Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, and I'm going to say Jimi Hendrix even. It's a groundbreaking album in its own way, just as much as those, but different. Queen, too. The way they use their vocals on there, the vocal harmony, especially on the Black side, is that's just amazing. I'm going to agree with Ralph. Van Halen 1 is way better than Van Halen 2, but I love Van Halen 2. And it actually shows a popular side to him, which was pretty surprising. I guess not in retrospect now, but at the time. Megadeth Peace Cells. I love Killing Is My Business, but I think Peace Cells smokes it. Songwriting, production, and Chris Poland. Holy hell. How's that guy not talked about more? Anyway, that's my list, guys.
Now, Ralph, you got two sides to your record collection back there. Is one side Vangina and one side Van Halen, or we're not doing that?
Dude, why do you have to say I own China albums? What's wrong with you, dude? Why are you being mean to me?
I'm sorry.
I'm not Ian Wadley. You know, Ian Wadley bought those fucking albums in the 80s. Such a retard. This is Ian Wadley. He buys 5150. Oh, you wait 1, 2. The fucking fuck album. Balance. Then he heard the live album. He's like, oh, fuck this shit. I'm proud to say I never bought one goddamn Vangina album ever.
Wow.
And
I'm proud.
Van Halen 2 is my second favorite Van Halen album. I actually love my Van Halen albums in order. The first, the best, then Van Halen 2, then Women and Children first, then everybody's favorite, Fair Warning. Then I like Diver Down more than 1984. But I love
too.
Really? Really? Both of you? Really?
Yes.
I really don't buy that crap when people say too many covers. Has anybody heard the original versions of those songs? They're nothing like what Van Halen did. They
totally.
Haleanized it, you know? Where about Good Times Gone by the Kings? Give me a break. It sounds nothing like it.
Yeah, I love the Van Halen version of that. It's great.
I do too. And I'm glad Van Halen covered both of those songs because I became a Kinks fan thanks to Van Halen. So, and you're right. They don't sound anything. You know who else doesn't think they sound anything like the Kinks? Ray Davis and Dave Davis don't think it sounds anything like that.
No, he didn't like it, actually.
No, now they do, but at the time they hated it.
You know what's good? David Bowie's cover of Where All the Good Times Gone.
Oh, that's on Pinups, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
He does a good
But their version of Dancing in the Streets is a lot better than David Bowie and Mick Jagger's version.
Oh, God.
I love the thing on Family Guy, and we let this happen.
It's amazing, like two legendary writers, performers. That's the best they came up with.
You know, Dancing in the Street was a song that Eddie wrote. And then they told him, hey, you know that song you wrote? Let's put the lyrics of Dancing in the Street. It was actually an original Van Halen song musically. And then they added the vocal stylings of the original. But listen to the song; it's a completely different song.
Yeah, I love the wah wah effect he's got on that. It's really cool.
Yeah. I love all those crazy things he's doing on the guitar too. It's fucking awesome. I love Diver Down so much. It's like Van Halen 2 and Diver Down are the ultimate summer albums.
Well, I agree with that because Diver Down was a summer album for me. I love it, but I like 1984 better. By the way, Ralph, you ruined Sammy Hagar for me. I was listening to Sammy Hagar on VOA. Wait, hold on, Ralph. And then the lyrics. I never listened to his lyrics. I know he wasn't trying to be Bob Dylan, but I go, my God, these lyrics are stupid. And I listened to Kiss, and that's pretty bad when I say Sammy Hagar lyrics are pretty stupid.
You know, there's
you didn't like Dick in the Dirt?
No, that's fucking ridiculous.
There's a Vangina lyric where he says, I'd like to go straight up to her lunch pail.
Even Gene Simmons would blush at that lyric.
Yeah.
And there was another one that
absolutely.
There's another lyric where he goes, I'd like to bite down on some of that fine real estate. Oh my God. You know Eddie Van Halen. He said, I should have paid closer attention to Sammy's lyrics. He said that later on. You know,
we've talked about it, but in my opinion, David Lee Roth is a great lyricist. And
amazing lyricist.
Yeah.
David Lee Roth's a genius. The guy he's a little too smart for all of us. That's why I don't understand a goddamn thing he says in interviews. But he's a genius, man. It's just, I don't know. Oh, I'm going to bring this up. It's really cool.
Yeah.
guy that analyzed the song "Everybody Wants Some," the lyrics
Yeah.
of David Lee Roth, and what David Lee Roth is saying in that song is that he's pissed off that Michael Anthony got married and Alec got married and that Eddie's with Valerie. He was so pissed off that where he says you can't get romantic on a subway line. He's the conductor. He said the conductor don't like it, say he's wasting your time. It's fucking, it makes so much sense, you know? Because at the time, Dave was like, no wives allowed on the tour bus and blah, blah, blah. When everybody in the band was hooking up with chicks.
Hey, before we move on, did you ever hear that interview with Apollonia, I think is her name, that worked for Prince? She said that Prince was obsessed with David Lee Roth and he would study him. I'm not making that up. It's out there. You can look that up. You know, because apparently she dated David Lee for a little while, and so she told that story, and I thought that was interesting. That Prince was a not just a Van Halen fan, but a David Lee Roth fan. I thought that was interesting. Oh.
Right on. So Tony, did you go already?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Top. I'm gonna do top. Well, first, not top 10, but the first 20. I had two. I just couldn't decide for number 20. I've got the debut by MSG. Not debut, but the second album by MSG, which came after the debut. And I've got the Rising Force, which is the second album. Actually, Marching Out, which is the second album by Rising Force from Yngwie. Yeah, this album's got so many great tunes on. I mean, Don't Let It In, I'll See the Light Tonight, I Am a Viking, just great stuff. But
What
then
cover is that?
that's the original LP cover.
Dude,
I have a
The
different
CD had a different cover on it,
Yeah.
and then I think in Japan there's a different cover as well. It's like a chick holding the guitar. But yeah, but this one, God, man, it's you've got ready. Are you ready to rock? Attack of the Mad X-Man. You got On and On. Never Trust a Stranger, and yeah, this is a great second album from Michael Schenker Group.
On and On is my favorite Michael Schenker song.
Oh, that's a great song. Did you see Steven Stills is on a song on there somewhere? Of Crosby, Stills and Nash. Look at the credits. He's on a song, singing harmony with.
Oh, you mean he's like doing backing vocals or something, harmony vocals?
Yeah. He's credited on the album. If you take a look on the back, they give him credit.
Wow, that's hard to believe.
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
he was friends with the producer. Anyway, go
I
ahead.
just got this a few weeks ago. It's one of those original album series. It has like, well, you know,
Yeah.
$5.
Oh yeah, you
I
can't
got
beat
all
that.
these.
Yeah.
I haven't opened
Great.
it yet. I never even listened to a Michael Schenker album.
Next up, I got Tooth and Nail from Dokken. This is my favorite Dokken record, the heaviest Dokken record, if you ask me. Tooth and Nail, the title track. You Just Got Lucky. Don't Close Your Eyes, When Heaven Comes Down, Into the Fire. Just so many great songs on that one. Next up, I got the second album from Rat, Invasion of Privacy. Just some great tunes on here, great guitar playing on this one. Lay It Down is probably one of the greatest riffs of the 80s. Just incredible riff from DeMartini on that one. Just so many good songs on that one. Next up, I'm going Sad Wings of Destiny from Judas Priest. I mean, God, this is 76. Nobody was doing anything like this in 76. I mean, this could be the birth of real heavy metal with this record. Just, Tyrant, Genocide, Victim of Changes, The Ripper. It's just so many good ones on that one. Gonna go grab the wrong record. Next up is Raven Wiped Out, but I grabbed the wrong record out of the record 10 early. But Wiped Out from Raven, just another good one from them. That great second album from them. Going next with Shout at the Devil from Motley Crue. I mean, we all know this one.
The only one I like.
Masters. That's their metal album for sure. Next up, Keeper of the Seven Keys.
That's terrible.
Part 1 from Halloween. And this is a great one. I mean, this is my introduction to Halloween. First one I ever got. It's my favorite record by them for sure. A Little Time, Twilight of the Gods. I love the title, the title track of not the title
That's
track.
that's on the other one.
Yeah, the
Halloween.
long song.
Halloween.
Halloween. Yeah, Halloween. Future World, another great one.
I hate.
Okay.
I hate the fucking edited video of Halloween.
Oh, I know. When they did the video, they hacked the song up terribly for the music video. Yeah.
Some of the best parts of that song is not in the hacked up version.
There is a
Yeah,
13-minute version of it, though. There is a
A video?
Of
Yeah.
the video?
Yes, I saw it online. I don't know if somebody made it, but it says, I think it said official video, and there's
No, I've seen that
live
as well,
version.
Wayne. Someone made that. They took the actual video and they mixed
Put
it
the
in
live
with
stuff
footage
in,
from
right?
that live footage from the Hell on Wheels tour. Yeah,
okay.
that's what it is. It's not actually not official, but it was cool that someone made it. I kind of thought Ralph did it.
No, yeah,
It was that good.
like something I do, which I
Yeah.
done. If I would have thought it, because I own the Hell on Wheels footage and the original video, if I would have thought of that, I would have meshed it. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Too late. Someone
Okay. Next up, I'm going with so we said we weren't going to count EPs, but to me, Morbid Tales, when it came out over here from Celtic Frost, was a full-length album, so I counted it as a full album. So the second album would be To Megatherion, and this is such a heavy record, just a monster of a record. You got the Usurper on here, Jewel Throne. You've got Circle of the Tyrants, of course, just such a great tune, and Necromantical Screams, and that album cover is just so wicked. H.R. Geiger.
One of my favorite album covers.
Yep, pretty cool. And another favorite album cover from Ken Kelly here is Rainbow Rising. Yeah, that's just such a great one too. It's Long Live Rock and Roll is my favorite Rainbow album. That's the third one. But this has got Tarot Woman and Starstruck, and of course the epic Stargazer, which Ralph did make a music video for, and he made just a brilliant video for it. I mean, the editing is perfect with that drum intro from Cozy Powell is just one of the best ever. And believe it or not, didn't make my top 10, but Dio Last in Line would be my number 11. And this is a great record. And I just, Holy Diver is my favorite. And there's some stuff that I like more than this, but it's just, I mean, One Night in the City is probably one of my favorite, Dio songs, period. But so that's going to be the first batch for me.
By the way, that's
Ralph got.
That Stargazer video is like at 30 million views.
It should, man. You did such a good job on that, man. Yeah. Just that drum intro part that you put together with the different footage of Cozy, man, that is just killer.
Thanks. The hardest videos to make are the ones where you don't have footage of that song. And I didn't have footage of that song.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever been filmed.
Nope. All right. So dude, I got more. I'm just going to go by them quick. These are the second albums that I feel are better than the first album, but there's albums after that are better. But I put these above the first album, and that's Give 'Em Enough Rope from The Clash, a band that I just got into like a year ago, no, maybe 2 years ago, that I hated with a passion. I hated this fucking band. And then somebody donated, a complete scumbag, by the way, donated for me to do London Calling. Fell in love with that fucking album. All right. And I think London Calling's better than Give 'Em Enough Rope, but I like that. All right. Better than the first album, but not their best album. Aerosmith, Get Your Wings. Lord of the Thighs, my favorite Aerosmith song, Seasons of Withers on here. And look how pretty this album is. I've had this since the 70s.
Wow.
It's still kicking, but the cover looks bad. All right. Better than the first album. I didn't think this before. I thought about it. I think it was today. I said, you know what? Ride the Lightning is better than Kill 'Em All.
It really is.
Though I like Master of Puppets more, and I know it's trendy too, but I'm a trendy fuck. But I love this album more than Kill 'Em All, starting today. So I think it should get mentioned.
Wow, we agree on two things in one show. That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
All right, the next one's not my favorite album, but it's better than their first album. Wheels of Steel from Saxon, a new wave of British heavy metal fucking classic. All right. Oh, not that much better than the first album, but I would put it a little above the first album. That is Struck Down from Y&T. I think,
Oh,
I mean, not Y&T, Yesterday and Today. This was their second album.
I think the first album's way better than that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
That one's got that one, and they talked about it in the documentary. It's got weird production on it. It's kind of like, I don't know how to say it. The production is very wobbly sounding on it. But I mean, there's some cool songs on it, but it's just definitely, I like the first one better.
Man, I like Struck Down way better than the first one by far. I'm really surprised by that you like.
I like a lot of the songs on it. Like I said, the production is just kind of weird on it. It was always something I couldn't put my finger on until they brought it up in the documentary.
All right, this next one is their second album released in 1986. I think it's better than the debut album, but I don't think it's better than the albums they've done after 2000. And I'm talking about Striper. I love Soldiers Under Command. I think it's a great album. I like this one more. But I would put
so you're counting Yellow and Black and Tack as an EP.
Yeah, I'm not counting EP.
Yeah.
Was it released as an EP first, Ralph? Because
Yeah,
I think mine had extra crap on it, extra songs on it. Was it
Yeah,
an
they
EP
later on they added some stuff to it. That's why I
Yeah.
kind of consider a full length, but it was an EP when it first came out.
I have the original EP and that reissue one. That's color vinyl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know many of you may not be into REO Speedwagon, but they used to be like Deep Purple back in the day. And their first album's amazing with Terry Luttrell. I like this one more. REO 2. Golden Country, a fucking classic. All right, not my favorite album from this band, but better than Rock City. And I love Rock City, but I'm talking about Narita. And I saw this band on this tour, not knowing who they were, when I went to go see Black Sabbath Heaven and Hell tour. Wide Open. It was the Narita tour, and it was fucking mind blowing. The first time I heard these songs was them playing it live with Guy Speranza, Mike Rial. All right.
I like that record, but I like the first one better. And of course, it was just kind of. I always thought it got kind of lost between the first one and Fire Down Under, but there's some great songs on it. I mean, I can't deny that. I love 49er. I love Road Racing.
Road Racing rules.
Yeah.
All right.
Great songs on it.
Not my favorite, and I love the first album, but Leave Home.
Yeah, great.
Fucking great album, man.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Gimme Shock Treatment, Pinhead. Commando. Forget. All right. I like other albums more, but better than the first album, Politics and Ecstasy from Nevermore.
That was going to be on my list too.
This is a great album, though I like Dead Heart and the Dead World more.
Yeah.
But I love this album. It was a big. I really wasn't into the first Nevermore. I had a couple okay songs.
It was okay. Yeah.
It didn't blow my mind.
And they're coming back. They're not going to come back next this year.
Oh,
yeah, and Jim Shepard's pissed off about it.
Yeah, who cares?
How are they coming back? The guys passed away. The lead
because Van Williams and who's the other guy?
Jeff Loomis.
Jeff Loomis. Jeff Loomis. Yeah, they're getting back together. They're looking for a singer and a bass player. So
Murphy's playing with Venom Inc. now.
All right. Every album now is my favorite album from that band. So we'll throw it to Manny. But I have way more than 20. I'm just gonna go buy them.
Man.
Just do them all.
Your show, man. Do what you want to do.
Wait, when you were first, you go first.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Wait, before anybody does something, it's time for me to randomly pick something.
Oh yeah.
On the right side.
The right side.
All right, look, I ain't looking. Right. This fucker right here.
Wayne Newton.
It's my solo debut album.
Yeah.
I love Deep Purple with Fireball, and this is the best of Deep Purple, which is only Rod Evans stuff.
What year is that? What's that greatest hits from?
1973. It's all Rod Evans. Got River Deep, Kentucky Woman, Anthem, Bird Has Flown, Layla, Hey Joe, Mandrake Root, and Hush. Like the hit
stuff from the first three. Yeah.
So my random picks with Deep Purple, man.
I thought it was going to be a Wham album, but I guess
I used to dislike those early Deep Purple albums, but now I like them. But as a kid, I didn't really care for them.
Yeah, I love those albums now, man. Chasing
I-
Shadows. Yeah, good stuff. I mean, my favorite's always going to be the Mach 2. But,
Well, absolutely, but that's still good stuff.
yeah. All right, Manny, go.
All right. Ride the Lightning Metallica. I actually think it's better than the first, so I'm with you. You know, I wasn't going to mention Alice Cooper, but I forgot Alice is a solo artist. Alice Cooper Goes to Hell.
no, you
Nowhere
can't
near.
count that.
Yes,
That's
you can.
no, you can't. No, get the
Yes,
hell out.
he's a
No,
solo
it doesn't
artist.
work like that.
Yeah,
No.
his
Yes, he
band
can.
broke up
It's
and he
two
went
separate.
No,
It's
no.
two separate eras. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's like Van Halen and Van Gina. Yeah, that's it.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay, we're not including Van Gina. But Alice Cooper Goes to Hell is not as good as Welcome to My Nightmare, but it's fucking cool. Aerosmith, Get Your Wings. I love that album. And my favorite Aerosmith song is also Season of Weather.
Nice.
Rainbow Rising, I think, is the best Rainbow album. I have to disagree with you, Tony, on Long Live Rock and Roll. Jesus Christ, the lineup on that band is Bane, Blackmore,
Yes.
Dio, Tony Carey, Cozy Powell, fucking killer.
Amazing lineup. Yep.
Merciful Fate, Fate, Don't Break the Oath. Wait a minute, did I get that wrong? Anyway,
you're right.
I love that album. That was the first Merciful Fate album I ever heard. Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil, still their best album. All right, this isn't heavy metal, but I don't give a rat's ass. Concrete Blonde, Free. I love Concrete Blonde, so I throw them in there. Kiss Hotter Than Hell. People complain about the production, but I actually like that shitty production.
It sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I
Dark
like
and
it.
murky. Yeah.
Yes. And it was produced by those two guys in the band Dust. Remember those cats?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were dark and murky.
With
Oh, they were.
Marky Ramone was their drummer.
Yep.
That's right. I forgot about that. Thank you, Ralph.
Yeah. Mark Bell. Yep.
Morbid Angel, Blessed Are the Sick. I just love that album. You know, every song praises Satan or somebody. I don't even know who. And Ozzy Osbourne, Diary of a Madman. I had to mention it because I love Randy Rhoads, and I think that's the best work Randy Rhoads had done. And all I can think of is he had lived, how much further he could have gone. But we could say that about Jimi Hendrix and so many other people. But I think Randy Rhoads, I think he was just scratching the surface how good he was going to be. I know that sounds like a cliche, but I listened to those Quiet Riot albums this weekend. Now listen to the stuff he did with Ozzy. It's night and day. Anyway, that's my list, gentlemen.
I want to say something quick about Randy Rhoads.
Please.
Somebody the other day, a friend of mine, talked about how, I was talking about the Clash earlier, how I used to hate him. Well, a recent friend of mine made a post saying how much he hated the Clash. And a guy left the comment going, Lemmy hated the Clash. That's all you need to know. And I said, wait a second. But you know what also Lemmy said? Lemmy said Randy Rhoads only became big because he died. And Motorhead toured with Ozzy, with Randy, and he said he was a good guitar player. But after he died, he became amazingly good. He wasn't that good. So if Lemmy said that about Randy Rhoads, come on, dude. Lemmy's just an opinion like anybody else's. Just because he's the coolest guy on the planet doesn't mean his opinion's right,
Yeah.
Wayne. Oh, who's next? Wayne, right?
Me. Yeah.
The legendary Wayne.
It's when I die, I'll be legendary. Right now, I'm just a nobody.
You'll be more famous once you come.
Somebody mentioned this in the chat. I think it was Kat. Anybody gonna mention High and Dry? Yes, I am.
Damn, I
High and
missed
Dry.
that.
How could you
totally-
miss?
Too.
How?
Oh,
How could you miss
That's
this?
like
album?
that's a Desert Island album. I didn't even think about it, but
Ah, man.
it's funny because I just got a new Power Mania in the mail. So
Well, from beginning to end, one of
Alice.
probably my favorite Def Leppard album, next to Hysteria. Anyway, Alice in Chains, Dirt, love Facelift.
Oh, I forgot that one.
How could you forget
Oh.
Dirt? How
Yeah.
could you forget Dirt?
I
Again.
I like that more than Facelift. And I love
Yeah, Facelift's awesome, but this one's better. We mentioned this one a couple times. Don't break the oath. I'm not going to stick too long on that one. And that's the wrong album. I meant to get Anthrax, Spreading the Disease. So
Yeah, it's
I
easy to
grabbed
grab
that
the
one.
wrong ones. Yeah.
It is. My records are like stuck together over there. You already
Good one.
mentioned this one before. Halloween Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 1. This is a remix version. That's why it looks a little different. Guar, Scumdogs of the Universe, much better than the first album. The first album's more punk. This one's more metal, and this one's really this is Guar's beginnings, really, to me.
Wow.
Tony,
Well, you mentioned Bar.
yeah.
Anyway,
Tony, you mentioned this one before. Said Wings of Destiny. That's the new reissue. This band I really, really love. Ed Guy, Vainglory Opera. I don't know if a lot of people know about this band, but really, really awesome power metal album.
Yeah, I like some of their stuff. I got into them on Hellfire Club, though. That's my favorite. Band.
Yeah, that's a really good one too. Queensryche, Rage for Order.
Hey, yeah, that's a good one because I didn't think about that one because I was thinking about the EP being the first one, but it's an EP.
Yeah,
So that is a great. So that is a great record.
Yep.
You know, I didn't
finish.
I didn't think I was gonna like that record when it first came out. The first video they released was that Gonna Get Close to You.
And
I was
yeah.
like, and they looked weird
And
in
they
the
got that-
video, and the song was bad. And
They
then
got all
I'm
the big
yeah,
hair.
I almost didn't buy it, and I bought it, and I heard the first songs "Walk in the Shadows," and I was hooked when I heard that. That's
Yeah.
great.
Even that song that Gonna Get Close to You is a pretty good cover. I think it's pretty good.
It's grown on me over time,
Yeah,
but at
yeah.
first I was like, "What in the hell are they doing?"
Did you know the cover of Gonna Get Close to You? The original had a video that was
Yeah.
very similar
Yeah.
to the Queensryche video.
hmm
Yeah.
I read about that. Yeah.
I'm sure they did that purposely, right?
It's on YouTube.
well, it's not blah.
Crimson Glory, Transcendence.
Another great one. Yeah.
Love the
There-
first one, but this album is better than the first one.
Yeah.
For sure.
100%. Not better than the first album, but just as good. You Can't Stop Rock and Roll from Twisted Sister.
I actually like that one better, Wayne.
I like the other one better. We mentioned this a few times, Diary of a Madman. Everybody loves that album. Nobody's mentioned this yet. Led Zeppelin 2.
Yeah.
Actually, I mentioned it.
You did mention it? Well, I usually don't listen to you when you talk, Manny. I'm sorry.
You, no, you should apologize.
That's probably my second favorite Led Zeppelin record too.
Wow. It is a good one. It's a very good one. I haven't listened to it in a long time though, because when I was younger, I'd listen to it all the time. Sabotage, Power of the Night. Siren is good, but I think this one's a little bit better. Sounds better too.
It definitely sounds better.
Yep. And my last album here, King Diamond, Abigail. Love Fatal Portrait. I think it's my favorite King Diamond album, but Abigail is just a little tiny bit better. And it's got a really cool album cover. And King Diamond looks really cool in the back where he's doing the fire in his hands and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
So-
totally.
Really cool.
I always wondered if Timmy Hansen or Timmy Grabber really had something wrong with his eye, or he just wore an eye patch. I said,
No,
you know,
he
you
just
would
wore an
look
eye
cool.
patch.
Yeah, you would look cool if you wore an eye patch, Timmy.
That's pretty much how it happened.
Yeah,
I had,
you know,
I had
and
other mentions too.
So yeah, probably. Anyway,
I had other mentions too. Scanner, Terminal Earth, Sonata Arctica, Silence. Someone mentioned another one. Oh, Creator, Pleasure to Kill. There's there's tons of like second albums. Van Halen 2 I really liked as well.
I just saw Al Horter said Knights of New Thunder from TNT. That's a great one. Yeah.
that is a great album. Is that their
probably.
second? I have the first one on CD with a black cover, and I think
Yeah,
they sing.
they're singing.
They sing
Yeah, they're
it.
singing in Norwegian. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I guess
You're looking for that Wham album, Ralph?
Yeah, I can't find it.
fuck.
It's under W, or maybe it's under.
Next to Whitesnake.
Wham of God.
Wham of God. What a that was, man, you're a genius, Tony. A tribute band that combines doing Wham songs and Lamb of God style. Wham of
Yeah.
God.
Yep.
You're a
Get on that.
genius. You're a
Get on that,
genius.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
You make a lot of money with that.
We'll make no money, but
There, he's got it. What have you got, Ralph?
He's got it.
I'm putting it in my stack here.
Oh,
Is it my turn?
Yeah,
It
man.
is your turn.
Let me-
Among- Anthrax Among the
I can
Living
go
is
or you
not
can go. It
the
don't make any
second one.
difference. I hadn't gone.
Well,
but
you
go
know,
ahead.
one of you've got to go. One of you've got to go before I have to go. Now go ahead, please.
All right, these are albums that I think are their best albums, and their second album. Delirious Nomad, Armored Saint. That's my favorite Armored Saint album.
That's a good album.
Really?
Wow, that's
I like the
surprising.
first one a lot better, but it's a good album.
I love the first one, but now. The Ruins of a Fading Light, Sermon, my
Yeah.
favorite of the newer bands.
Hmm.
This is their second album, and I feel it's their best album. Darkness Descends, Dark Angel.
Way better than the first album.
Masterpiece. I put it up there with Rain and Blood as one of the greatest thrash albums of all time.
Well, I have to agree with that, Ralph.
We
Yeah,
talked
right.
about this already,
Hmm. There's two people, Kat, that mentioned.
and we talked
High and
about
Dry.
this, and I feel Def Leppard, High and Dry, and Dokken, these are the best albums from both those bands, in my opinion. And this is my favorite album from Death. Their second one.
Oh, how did I forget that?
That's my favorite album by Death.
That's
great.
my favorite. That or Human, Ralph. One of those, but I love that album.
Fucking awesome album. Usually it's Show No Mercy, but today I like Hell Awaits more. But I like Haunting the Chapel more than anything. But Hell Awaits. I like it more than Rain and Blood, but I understand how Rain and Blood is the greatest Slayer album. You know? It's like, you know, Merciful Fate and Sabbath are my favorite bands, but I feel the Beatles is the best band. The second Runaways album, Queen of Noise.
Oh, great album.
Great fucking album.
Yeah.
And again, my favorite Runaways album and my favorite Queen album, Queen 2. Oh my God, this fucking album, fucking March of the Black Queen, Father to Son, Or Great Battle, which is proto thrash. The greatest Judas Priest album, Sad Wings of Destiny. We talked about that. This is my favorite Judas Priest album that's not called Unleashing the East. All right, the second Power Mad, Nightmare Logic.
Power Trip.
Power Trip, I'm sorry. Sad What Happened to the Singer. I saw this band open for Iron Reagan, and I didn't know who this band was, and they were good.
Another band who's back with a new singer.
The second,
They should come back.
the second and my favorite from Onslaught,
Great record. Yeah.
of course.
I've
Metal
never
Forces.
I
Yeah,
have
great
never
record.
listened- Who is that? Onslaught?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I bought that on CD because I saw you recommended it. For some reason I thought it was Pentagram you were holding up. Sorry about that.
No.
But I never heard of them, Ralph, till you mentioned them.
They're
So,
awesome. They are awesome. They inspired me to start my band, actually.
really?
Leather Leone, my favorite female metal singer. Her second album, Leather 2,
Leather Leone.
fucking amazing. Check out the song Juggernaut. It'll rip your balls out and then spit in your face. All right, not metal, but they're like an alternative power pop band called Letters to Cleo. Their second album, Wholesale, and whatever the fuck, Wholesale. They don't even write it on here. Wholesale Meat and Fish. It's great power pop. If you like stuff like Cheap Trick, you would love that.
Well, I have the first Letters to Cleo, so does that shock you, Wayne?
Gora Alice, I love that album, but I like that one more. This was tough, man, because In the Beginning is like right there with it.
Yeah. In the Beginning's the best Judas Priest record Judas Priest ever
Yeah.
made.
Air Attack.
Great.
Yeah.
But the
That's a
second,
great one, man. Sinister Double. Yeah. Chain Gang Woman. So many good songs on that.
title track, Breathing Down Your Neck, Against the Empire. Great shit. All right, we talked about this one, and it is my favorite Megadeth album. Peace Cells. I don't think they've ever done an album this good ever since.
Nope. That's
No.
it.
Mm-mm.
My second favorite, I love this band. I discovered them when I opened for them. They're called Vector.
Hmm.
And this album's called Outer Isolation. They're kind of, I wouldn't say Voivod, their image is very Voivod, but they're a little technical, but they're fucking amazing. All right, I'm gonna pick this one, but I still got quite a few left, right? So we'll go with the second Razor album, Evil Invader. Fucking A.
That's my favorite one as well.
This ain't no
I-
this ain't no Disney thrash, okay?
Mm-mm.
I've never listened to those guys. I want to put that on my list.
They're
Razor.
fucking Canadian ugly thrash. It fucking rules. And I have, what was the name of the song? I covered a song from this. And I don't even have it anymore. Tortured Skull. I did a cover of Tortured Skull. But yeah, look at the vinyl. It's all like pretty and stuff. I don't give a fuck about splatter shatter. Hey, you know what my favorite color of vinyl is? Black. And anybody out
Right
there,
here.
yeah, anybody out there, look, anybody out there that doesn't like black vinyl, you're obviously a racist.
Yeah.
All right, I got
Black vinyl matters.
yeah, exactly. Like, but I'm gonna
I
get
always buy it too because it's like always when you're ordering stuff, the colored vinyl always costs more, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's usually
I just
cheaper.
won't listen to it. I grew up buying black vinyl, you know.
it's like dude, I don't buy music to look at it. You know, I mean,
Exactly. Yeah.
you know, I don't give a fuck the color of the vinyl, but hey, sometimes it's the only choice, so I'll buy it. But you're right. I when I go to order vinyl, I see black vinyls like a buck or two cheaper, and I'm like, I like black more anyway because I'm not racist.
Especially Richie.
Yeah, black more.
Black more.
Yeah.
Tony, it's your turn, right?
Yeah. Well, since Cat brought up high and dry, I've got to throw high and dry in here. I can't throw something out, but God knows how did I miss this? Because this
I
is
didn't
like
know.
a desert island album for me. I just
Must
love it.
have.
All right, it is a must-have. Best Def Leppard record. Okay, so we're going Hotter Than Hell. I love it. It's definitely in my top 5 Kiss records. Okay, how about Violence and Force by Exciter? This was the first Exciter record that I ever got, and was just blown away by these guys. The debut is still my favorite, but this album is freaking solid as hell, and it has the track Pounding Metal on it, which is just a classic.
Pounding metal.
Hell yeah, pound this. Okay, Fate's Warning, The Spectre Within. Love this one. Great record. Just proggy, heavy metal, but they were still kind of in their Iron Maiden phase at this time. They hadn't gone really, really proggy, but the great John Arch on vocals. Just so many good ones on this one. The Apparition is one of their just best tracks ever.
Somebody was waiting for you to mention that.
I'm gonna do Killers from Iron Maiden. And this one, I've said before, it teeter-totters between this and Number of the Beast, which is my favorite Iron Maiden record. And so this week, it's definitely Killers. Diary of a Bad Man, my favorite Ozzy record. I figured I'd show this one. This is the Korean version where they took the scary Ozzy off.
Wow.
That's so weird.
We just get the kitty cat in the window. I thought that was pretty cool.
That is actually cool.
Believe it or not, I like that cover more.
I've got the Bark at the Moon where they took Ozzy off the cover. It's just a tree branch and bog. Guess they just say, "Oh, he's too scary."
That was
Okay.
so stupid.
All right, so Don't Break the Oath, which Melissa's my favorite, but I love this record. Just classic. Everybody
Dude, I even love
mentioned
the
it. Seems like.
cover. That album.
The cover, yeah, it's just there's so much stuff about that album.
Yeah,
I love everything about that album.
And the back cover.
back.
The back cover's cool too, All right.
The Oath,
so gotta
the song
put
The
this
Oath
is
alone.
my favorite Metallica record, Ride the Lightning. Several of you guys have brought that up. Okay. Black Metal from Venom. I'm with you, Manny. I like Welcome to Hell more, but this album, this started the whole genre, the black metal genre, just a classic for sure.
Look at
But,
the back. Is that the back? They have the amps and shit.
On the
On the
back,
back?
yeah. Well, you got Manus.
Oh, no.
Sitting-
Yeah,
he's
look-
sitting
look
on
at
the motorcycle. With it. Yeah, and Abaddon's like in a seance or whatever. No,
Yeah, then
Abaddon's
they have that lovely poetry
or
about
Kronos is in the seance there. Yeah, but yeah, this is a classic for sure, and so many good ones on that one. Okay, I'm with you, Wayne. Fatal Portrait's my favorite, but this is no slouch. This is such a great record
Oh,
from Abigail from King Diamond. You know, you were looking at the back photos earlier, and I was like, we used to think that Andy LaRock was left-handed
mhm.
because of that photo. Is he a left-handed guitarist? I guess he did just flip
Could have
it
been
or
flipped
whatever.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny how that gets past the artist or proofreaders or something. Okay, number one for me, Van Halen 2. It is my favorite Van Halen record. It's the first one I ever got. And I'm just, I'm hooked on it. I even got it on the 8-track.
Cool.
Yeah, this one is it's just a dark and just heavy record. I mean, Light Up the Sky is my favorite Van Halen song, and it's on this album. So there you go. That's what I got, guys.
Good stuff.
Got some honorable mentions. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff I left off, but it's we can roll through some later. But yeah, man, Ralph, I know you got a ton more.
Yeah, before I go, I've been moving in and I found this. It's 10 copies. I thought I sold them all. 10 copies of Don't Fuck with the Oath.
Wow, you found them. Wow.
My Merciful Fate. I got 10 copies left. I promised Al Horta one, so I got 9 copies left. Whoever wants it, PayPal me. Linear, $30.
Hit him up. Hit him up. It's cool. I've got one. It's a great tribute album to Merciful Fate.
And,
Oh,
and
is that what that is?
I'm charging $30, including the postage. But don't send me the PayPal, as a family member, not because they'll take some of that money out.
That's a good price. They're $75 on Discogs.
There you go, $75. Buy it now for me for $30. Phase Linear. Check out any of my videos.
And he'll autograph it for you.
Oh, if you want it autographed, please write that in the PayPal that you want it autographed, because I'm not going to autograph anything. Because you imagine, like, somebody buys it and then they see, Dr. Fuck, what the fuck is this?
He wrote on it.
Huh? All right, so, and I also found, if you want it for $30 as well, a bunch of Thrash or Die second album, Melting Your Skull.
Very cool.
Oh yeah.
Tell this out. I love Poser. I love them both almost equally, but if I had a gun to my head, I'd have to say Melting Your Skull. I like more, but not much more. All right, this is sad. What I'm going to show you. It is my favorite Queensryche album, but you know what sucks about this? When I met Queensryche in '96, Jeff was the one that told me, he goes, "Hey, you have the very rare marble one."
Yeah.
Because the record,
Yep.
he turned it black later because people couldn't make it out, like the lettering.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah. First presses were like that.
and I was backstage. I was dating a girl that was in the fan club. Back then, you didn't need meet and greet. You were in the fan club, you get to meet them.
Yeah.
And she took a guess, me, and I met them, but Scott Rockenfield didn't come out, right?
That bastard.
So I got everybody's autograph on here but Scott Rockenfield. So then when Queensryche played the Culture like 4 or 5 years ago, I took this with me hoping I'd get Scott Rockenfield to sign it. And after the show, I was telling the guy, "Hey man, can you get," and he goes, "Dude, Scott ain't gonna sign anything." And then I go, "All right, well," and then I gave him the latest album, almost something human, condition.
Condition human. Yeah.
Yeah, I gave him that. So he took it in the bus, got everybody sign it. When he came back out, I noticed Scott Rockenfield signed the condition human. I'm like, I didn't find that out till later. I was like, oh, son of a bitch, he wouldn't signed it. He was the only autograph I needed. And now I'm never going to see him. He's no
I thought you were gonna say he spit at you or something, but
Huh?
I thought you were gonna say he spit at you or something, but that's okay.
You know,
But I'm glad he did.
Jeff Tate spit on him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's why I brought that.
That footage.
Yeah.
The best Rainbow album, hands down. Hands down, Rainbow Rise.
Nice hands up.
Look at that. Look at that. He knows.
Fucking
Best cover.
epic album. Not metal. And I love the first album with all my heart, but I like the second Police album more. Regatta de Blanc is Regatta de Awesome. The second Night Demon album.
Yeah, it's good.
Thought this was really good. My favorite.
Yeah, great record. Yeah.
Screams in the Night, Full Speed Ahead, Heavy Metal Heat. Hell yeah, their second album. Wayne mentioned this, but I have the original cover because I'm OG and cool. Scum Dogs of the Universe.
I got it on CD with the original cover. All right, try to upshow me.
Send all your hate mail to Wayne. He's holding this up. The best.
Oh God!
Oasis. I love Oasis.
Ah!
The best Oasis album. All killing, all killing. Well, I don't like.
No,
Wonder-
there's one song on there that
I don't like Wonderwall, their biggest hit, but I love everything else on here. This was talked about earlier. TNT, Knights of New Thunder.
Yeah, good.
Metal. I love Eddie. That's such a killer.
He likes torture and pain.
Break the Ice. Good shit. This was talked about already. The second Iced Earth album, Night of the Storm Rider. Fucking epic. I think it was Manny that talked about the second Hendrix album.
Yeah, look at that.
That to me is his best album. And I own everything Hendrix. I liked it more than Scarlet Life. This album is so underrated it hurts. Methods to Madness by Obsession. What a fucking album this is. Scar for Life is awesome, but this, back in the day, you can only buy this on vinyl and cassette, not on CD. True story.
Yeah, I think I first got it on CD. When I think what was that? It was some label that put that.
They released them all. I got it.
Yeah.
A bunch of bonus tracks. I got them.
Yeah.
All right, we talked about this one already. The best Ozzy Osbourne album, hands down.
For certain.
My favorite Motorhead album is their second album, Overkill.
Somebody knew you were going to bring that up.
Fucking
Now is
Mentioned that earlier.
Do you count that as I guess as the second album? Because I was thinking about that too, but I was counting On Parole and Motorhead.
yeah, but On Parole and Motorhead has the same songs. You know?
Well, there was two separate albums, but yeah. Anyhow, good pick. Yeah, great album.
All right, I got a little bit more. You want me to keep going, or anybody got?
Keep going. Keep going.
No,
Keep
keep
going,
going. I don't
man.
have it.
It's not even 9 o'clock yet. 2 more minutes.
Tony brought this one up, and this is my favorite Exciter album. Yes, I love Heavy Metal Maniac. I love this one more. This is my favorite. War is Hell. Fuck yeah, Exciter. War.
Saxons of the Fire.
Yeah. And I believe you held this up too, right? Spectre.
Yeah. Fantastic record.
Fucking
Yeah.
John Arch, man. What a god.
Seeing that lineup, seeing the Awaken the Guardian lineup perform at Prague Power, man, was one of the like a bucket list thing to see that band. It's just amazing.
That's wild. I don't know if any of you heard of this band, killer metal called Holy Terror.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
They have two
I
albums.
used,
The first one,
yeah,
good, Submission, but
I
mine,
used to have the other one on cassette years ago.
this is an awesome album. The second one, I love the first one. The first one, right? I thought this was better than the Wow album, Commander of Chaos, Wendy O. Williams. This is a balls out metal album. Much
Yeah, it's got some
more
cool
heavier.
stuff.
Yeah,
Heard of it.
more heavy. All right, this one I'm gonna get a lot of people disagreeing with me because most people think their first album is their best album. I disagree. I think Widowmaker's second album, Stand By for Pain, was better, heavier, and
Way heavier.
one of my favorite albums of the 90s, right here.
Actually, I think it's way better than the first one, but I had no idea they released it on vinyl.
Just recently came out.
Yeah, it was recently, and it was limited. Does it say how many? 750 copies were made. of that. All right, this was talked about earlier. Fuck yeah, man. This album is beyond epic.
Yep.
You know, fucking Soldier Without Faith is probably my favorite on here. But you know, I See the Light Tonight, I'm a Viking, Disciple.
Don't Let It End.
Don't Let It End, Caught in the Middle, On the Run Again. This is an awesome, amazing album, 1985. One of my favorite albums of that year. All right. Yep, I thought Sanctuary's second album was their best.
Mhm.
Into the Mirror Black.
It's a
And
good
I
one.
love Refuge Denied and the day the sun died. But this right here. And
Yeah.
geez, we lost the guitar player, Sean. I forgot his last name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just read that he died like back in August.
Yeah, he
They
died
just
in
announced.
Just announced it now. And I did an Only News That Matters about it, but it won't be up for another week. So all my Only News That Matters are going to be kind of old because I'm in the process of doing too much shit. Z-Tro, or I'm sorry, E-Tro.
Yeah, great record. Yeah.
I love the first one. Amnesty is awesome. I like this.
That one. It's just, man, it's got some great thrash stuff on it, but it almost sounds like Kiss thrash because the drummer, Barry Stern, the singer, sounds like Gene Simmons singing.
And he joined Trouble
Yeah.
and he died.
I had a guy convinced. I played a guy the song The Company Man years ago and
Yeah.
I told him that it was the new Kiss record and they had got really heavy and he thought he was falling for it. He's like, yeah, God, man, this is like the heaviest thing Kiss has ever done, you know, because he sounds like Gene Simmons on that song, especially.
Awesome album. All right, this one, a lot of people will say Allied Forces is their best album. I think Just the Game's their best album. And I'm only going by American releases. I know there's In the Beginning and Rock and Roll Machine Canada.
That's another reason I didn't pick that. I was going by the way they came out, you know, originally.
Yeah, but
with
this
Rock and Roll Machine being the second album. But yeah, that's a great record, man. So good.
fucking amazing. This is my favorite Twisted Sister album. This is the European version that's red.
The red one. Yep.
My favorite. This is my favorite Twisted Sister album. Oh, damn, I'm already done.
It's just rumors.
Rumors, Digital Dictate. This
Yep.
is a fucking masterpiece. I was lucky enough to see this tour. This band came down and played a club, and I was there with 4 other people. Seriously, it was 5 people showed up to that show.
Wow.
I saw them with Raven. Early this year, and they did a ton of stuff off that record.
Yeah, they actually played with Raven down here as well. Yeah, Carl Albert, man, I got to see this lineup, and they played that club like it was sold out. Amazing show. Okay, I only got one left. Surprised nobody held up this one. Most people say it's the best album, and I would agree with them. Skid Row's album, Slave to the
It was in my
Someone-
honorable mention list
Someone did
for
mention
sure.
that in the chat. Yes.
Yeah, great one.
I think
Yep.
it's
I love the first one, but that one's kick ass, man.
I love Superhuman Race, but this is my favorite. Right on. So there you go.
Someone in the comments said Pantera. So I mean, what's Pantera? Products in the Jungle.
He's talking
No,
about the second half.
That's a good one because I thought Project in the Jungle was better than Metal Magic.
Yeah, well, I love Projects in the Jungle, and that's another one I didn't put it had it on my honorable mention, but that's my favorite Pantera record is Projects in the Jungle. But I mean, some people look as Vulgar Display of Power as being the second record, you know.
Well, dude,
A lot
I
of
didn't
people
know
don't know about
albums
those albums.
existed for
Right.
years.
Right.
Yeah.
Just a few on my honorable mentions. I had Wasp, Last Command, Man of War, Into Glory Ride, Metal Queen by Lee Aaron. That's her best record. Let's see, Dancing on the Edge from Lita Ford, her best record.
Oh yeah.
Brandon in Exile from Running Wild, Second Coming from Shotgun Messiah. I think it's way better than the first one. Cocked and Loaded from LA Guns, because I like that one actually better than the first one, but it's just a great record. Wings of Tomorrow by Europe. I had Legacy of Kings by Hammerfall. Get Lucky from Loverboy. The New Order from Testament. and some other stuff that's been mentioned. I've got, but yeah, that's a few more.
Right on,
Good
guys.
stuff. Good
So
stuff.
let's turn it over to the chat. What's going on over there?
A lot of stuff going in the chat. Let's see what this is. Dark Throne Blaze in the Northern Sky. Never heard of that one. I know what it is, but never heard of it.
I have Transylvania Hunger.
Joe,
You know, when that came out, I bought Soulside Journey and Blazing Northern Sky at the same time. And Soulside Journey it sounds like a thrash band, and it's tight with better production. And then Blazing Northern Sky is like really noisy, just primitive sounding black metal. And I was thinking, how is this the latest record? And this is their other one sounds so much better. I just couldn't get it, you know, at the time. Crazy.
Joe Satriani, Surfing with the Alien. Another album never listened to. This one I should have put on my list. Caius Blues for the Red Sun is a really,
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
great one.
That
Yeah,
should
I
be-
don't
Surfing with the Aliens, good.
I
Surfing
don't
with the
have my
Aliens, really good.
CD set up yet, or else I would have had that guy
yeah.
put on CD.
LA Guns, Cocked and Loaded. LA Guns
I
fan.
prefer the first one.
Yeah,
TT Quick, Medal of Honor.
Oh, that's their second album. I got that one. I love that.
But
album.
the first is an EP, so I would say that's their debut. The
That's-
second album is actually called Sloppy Seconds.
Yeah,
No shit.
Did anybody mention Into Glory Ride?
Yes.
no, but it's
I,
good.
I just
Yeah.
said it in honorable
I like it.
mentions.
I
but
like
Yeah.
I like battle hymns a little bit more, but I love Into Glory Ride.
yeah, the Glory Ride's great.
Slave to the Grind. Let's see. I gotta go backwards here. A lot of chat in this thing here.
Demon, the Unexpected Guest. That's a good one from Ron. Ron just said, yeah, it's a great record.
Obituary, Cause of Death.
Oh
Fuck
yeah.
yeah, that rule.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, damn.
System of a Down, Toxicity. Yes, I like that one.
I don't like that, but
Ugh.
That shit's horrible.
No, I love
It
that
is.
band.
It
I
is.
like
It's
that.
I
hot.
like it. I like it.
I can't do enough drugs to listen to it.
Europe, Wings of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
The Obsessed.
Probably their
Lunar
heaviest.
Womb. Yeah. The Obsessed
Yeah,
Lunar
good
Womb,
Obsessed
Saint
album.
Vitus,
Yeah.
Talos Victim.
Oh yeah, that's my
Um,
favorite St. Vitus record. I didn't even think about it. Well, see, there again, that's kind of their debut record because the first record's an E EP.
Yeah, see, that's what confuses me. Is like, if the first album's an EP,
But
I
Hallows
mean, how do you
Victim is
really?
awesome. Such a great record.
Foo Fighters, The Color and the Shape. I like that album too.
Ew.
Yeah, sorry. You know what's not mentioned? I haven't seen it here, and I'll pick it. The Killers, Sam's Town's really good, and Weezer Pinkerton, their second album's really good as well. Metal Church, of the
Strapping
Dark,
young lad.
Strapping Young
What?
Lad.
Metal Church of
City.
Dark, that was my honorable mention. That's one
Yeah.
of my honorable mentions.
Oh, here's another good one. Heathen Victims of Deception.
It's
Great record. Yeah.
It's great, but I like Breaking the Silence more.
Cheap
And
Trick
it's
in
always-
Color.
Ron said Rush Fly By Night.
A lot of people said
It's a-
Fly By Night.
I
yeah.
like
It's a-
the first Rush album more.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think Fly By Night's a great record though.
No, it's a great album, but I'm more into the first album.
Kat says she doesn't even want to get into the fact that Long Cold Winter was not being mentioned.
You know what?
I don't
She's
know what
right.
that is.
That album is
It's a good album. It is. I love the first one a lot
What was
better,
it-
but it is a
what was it
great
about?
record.
I don't like it.
Cinderella. Second
Oh.
Cinderella, Wayne.
It was produced by Andy Johns, who worked with the Rolling.
I
Oh
love
wow.
I love nice songs. Long Call Winter, Gypsy Road was good, but the rest was like, you're getting all bluesy. I like that hard rock and somebody save me. You know.
So you're not a blues guy, Ralph?
No, I actually I really despise the blues.
See, Martin Popoff says the same thing, but I like the blues. As a matter of fact,
There's some
Not a
blues
fan.
I
too.
like. Some blues I do like. Like I love Red House, and
mean-
I love some blues, but
well, when I hang up, I'm listening to Howlin' Wolf. So see, I like my blues.
I don't like when white guys do the blues.
Oh well,
I don't.
yeah.
He likes his blues like he likes his vinyl. Black.
Yeah, exactly.
Boy Blues.
I like my blues like I like my women black. But anyway, go ahead.
ZZ Top, Rio Grande.
Good choice. Yeah.
That's-
And Anvil, Metal on Metal.
oh yeah, that one I would.
Yeah.
pick. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Europe Rings of Tomorrow. I think somebody already mentioned that one. British Steel is not the second album. Tesla, the Great Radio Controversy.
That's
That's
a really good one.
Yeah, that's a good
the
album.
first
Yeah.
one's better.
But I
Yeah,
like,
way better.
but I like the first one just a little bit better because that second one's really good.
All right,
Free,
King's
Freely's Comet, second sighting. No.
Come on.
Well, one of my honorable mentions was King's X, Gretchen Goes to Nebraska, and
That's
Nirvana
my favorite.
Nevermind.
Nirvana Nevermind.
Yeah, that's a great King's X one. Yeah, good album.
King Crimson in the Wake of Poseidon.
Fuck
Really
yeah,
listen
that
to
album rules, dude.
What would you consider to be the second Beatles album? Because you know how they were released in Europe. I mean, Europe in in the UK,
Oh,
different than they were in the US. So really, what is the second Beatles album?
it's with the Beatles. It's the second
With the
album.
Beatles, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't count those stupid American albums, which I recently got the box set of the mono box set of the American albums.
Mhm.
Whatever. Look, here's something I haven't opened yet. I will do it in the future on this channel. My good friend J Man bought me the box set, and I think it's their best album. Shout the Devil.
Wow.
True.
Oh wow.
J Man, you know, there's 3 other people on this show.
Huh?
That's killer. Yeah, I'd love to have that demos
Yeah.
album out of there because someone said that they were going to sell some of that stuff separate. Now I've seen it for sale, but I don't know if it's a pirated version or what. But that demos album would be really cool to have.
It was cool.
Yeah, I'll do an unboxing eventually. Once I'm all moved in here, I'll do a nice unboxing of this. But I'm going to keep it in the plastic because after all, I don't even have a stereo now.
Well, speaking of which, Ralph, I was going to bring up before we even started. Did anybody get any new stuff this week?
I did, but it's
Oh, yeah.
scattered all over the
Yes,
place.
I got something new.
I
Thanks.
got a bunch of stuff for Christmas.
I'd have to get it if you really want to
I,
see it.
I wanted to show this. So last year, Wayne sold me the Black Sabbath box set. That got destroyed, but I was able to manage to save the live album that was on there. And
Which
I had
box set? The first
the
album?
Paranoid Super box set.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I have that. I have it.
Yeah, but I mine got destroyed in the flood, but I was able to save the live show from it, or live shows. It's 2 live shows. So, I'm very happy about that. But
I'm glad
anyway.
you were able to save that.
Yeah,
man.
but I never listened to it till yesterday because all my stuff was in a storage, what survived, and I can see this is just incredible performance.
Oh yeah.
And Bill Ward, that is jazz drumming, guys. That is not blues. That is
Yeah,
I don't know-
he's definitely influenced by jazz drummers. That's for sure.
I don't know who Bill Ward listened to, but I'm sure because metal fans listen to everything. So I know you guys have listened to Miles Davis and other music. But if you listen to the drumming on those albums, he plays heavier, but it's in that style. And live, I really heard it. I don't know how I didn't. I heard it as a kid, but live, you really hear how good he is. No wonder Tony Iommi's never been able to get that sound quite right with that rhythm section. He's just such a unique drummer. And
Yeah,
so that's what I was listening to today. After
killer.
work.
All right. Well,
You want to do your Christmas gifts? Go ahead.
it's just one thing, and I want to thank Tony.
Oh, you got it. Cool.
My,
All right.
my second favorite Dokken album, actually.
Really?
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you get that from Gary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sent me the link. I totally did it, and the vinyl is orange.
Oh man.
And that's okay because I'm from Florida, the orange state.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I have a black one. I'm not sure. It might be clear. Mine may be clear. I can't remember.
Aren't you glad it's not black?
But yeah,
Orange is the new black.
and here's something that getting my vinyls organized. I thought, I got to keep this out for Almost Human Live. You know what this is?
idea. Oh,
Yep, I
looks
do.
familiar.
There's a famous band on there
Yeah.
that
On side 2, the song is called
Pedophile.
The
That's it.
Definitive Apology. The band is Pedophile. I was like, oh my God, I got to keep this out for the program.
yeah.
Adam,
I ended up I got some stuff in. I got a bunch of gift cards and stuff for Christmas because that's what people give me because they don't buy me stuff because they know I already
Okay,
have it probably.
show the gift cards.
But yeah, here's my gift cards. But I got the new Michael Schenker record coming in my years with UFO where he does a bunch of UFO songs and he has guest singers like Dee Snider, Joey Tempest, Jolene Turner, Eric Growal, Biff Byford's on here, Axl Rose, Kai Hansen, Jeff Scott Soto, Stephen Piercy, Michael Voss. Good stuff. And speaking of Eric Growal, he's also on this. I got the new Skid Row live in London. It's a CD DVD combo. So you get the live show you can actually watch. And excellent show. Eric fit this band so well. It's a shame that it didn't work out.
Yep.
And I got some records. I got Sabotage live in Japan. Great show. This is the full show. I had it on CD, and the CD was edited that I had for years. But I remember having
I didn't know
the original CD that came out was edited, and
I didn't know that.
yeah, the original one that came out because I remember I had it on VHS, the concert, and I was like, there's songs that weren't on the CD, you know. Here's some stuff that showed up today. I mean, opened Crucible from Halford. I went on ordered this. This one's getting kind of hard to get.
Man, I want to
Vinyl.
Is that still available?
I found one copy from an outside seller on Amazon. So, but yeah, it's getting kind of rare to get. I got this Priest just to add to the collection because it's got some cool live tracks on it. And I got Vagabonds in the Western World 2 LP deluxe set. And I got the Pyromania 2 LP with the extra LP has demos on it. And I got this cool book from Tim Durling from Tim's Vinyl Confessions. It's about 8-track tapes. It's called Unspooled, and it's just all this about 8 tracks, especially all the stuff that came out in the 80s that were really, really hard to get. They made 8 tracks up through like 87, 88. So, you know, but they were kind of rare.
I have his Kansas book. It's awesome.
Yeah, I had the Y&T book. Actually, he did an interview with me for his Night Ranger book actually as well. So that's coming out. The Y&T book is really good.
I watch his channel. I know you guys knew the guy. So
yeah, he's got some good stuff on his channel. Tim's Vinyl Confessions.
I have it on vinyl. The Michael Schenker.
He's a very knowledgeable guy. He's a very knowledgeable.
I have Skid Row live on vinyl as well. I have the CD with the DVD.
Well,
yep. Watched the concert the other night thinking, God, they were so good together.
I think he's better than Sebastian Bach. That's my opinion.
Yeah. He's better than Sebastian now. That's for sure. Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the 2 things I got for Christmas. My daughter got me the Clash.
Yeah.
It's a reissue. Pink vinyl. I don't know if this is the US mix or the UK mix. It doesn't say. And my daughter knows her father, so it's an Alice Cooper box set she somehow found called Paranormal Stories, which is what it.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It's Paranormal album, the live album, and Detroit Stories. The only thing is they're picture disc, and I don't like picture disc, but I don't care. My daughter got it for me.
I was gonna say it's from your daughter.
Well, you know, I've noticed picture discs nowadays sound much better than the ones we had in the 80s.
I gotta tell you this: picture discs now sound no different than a regular album.
Yeah,
really
improved it. Yeah,
they really have.
I mean, you can put that could be the Superior Black album. It could be black vinyl, the Superior type, and the picture still sound the same.
Mm-hmm.
According to this, it's 906 out of 1,250 copies. which I guess is fine because I can't imagine this thing being a big seller. But there it is.
Never know. Cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
Alice Cooper. Anything Alice Cooper was cool, right?
Well,
Yep.
yeah. Not only that, I don't know how my daughter knows I'm a huge fan. I'm shocked.
She probably never ever hears you mention him at all.
Yeah.
Never.
Coming,
Yeah.
Wayne, Will Carroll, of Death Angel, is going to join me to do an Alice Cooper discography episode.
Well, that should be cool, dude.
Very cool. What else you got, Manny?
That was it.
That's it. Oh, I got something
Dude, don't forget,
Alice Cooper
uh,
related.
What's that, man?
The new Muscle of Love reissue
Ah, nice.
comes in this cardboard
Oh.
box, and you open up the cardboard box, and it's got all this pretty cool stuff in here. I didn't get the vinyl. I just got this one. I'm not a fan of this album really, but
I
had to have
like it now. I like it
Yeah.
now more than I did when I was a kid.
it's cool. It's got this little booklet here, and there's other booklet
Yeah.
the stories and
That is so cool, Wayne, because they actually everything is miniaturized the way it was in the original album.
yep.
That like Ralph is holding there. There was actually book covers. Remember when you were kids in school and they made you
Very
put
cool.
book covers on your
Yeah, that's
on
what
your
that's
books?
supposed to
That's
be.
what it was. It's
Yeah.
a book cover in there for your
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
And I mean it's really well put together, I heard when that record originally came out that record stores hated it because it took up so much space in being the thick like that. It took up so much space in the racks, where they put them on display.
That water,
And Plus, people were bringing them back because they saw the bottom. They
Yeah.
thought they were stained, but they're printed like that.
Right.
they're all like that. And I had Alice sign mine.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
wow.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Yours is in
like that
yours is in
album.
better condition than mine. Every time I find one, the boxes are like in bad shape. I've got one that's probably the best copy I could find of it that I held on to.
Yeah,
But I love the way that I love how they did that on the CD. That's really cool.
Oh yeah, that's really cool.
They have I think it was Talk Shop Live had where you could order the vinyl or the CD, and it was like 80 some bucks a piece, but they were autographed by all the surviving members. I mean, which is everybody but Glenn Buxton is the only one that's passed away. I considered ordering it. Talk Shop kind of pissed me off. I ordered that. I got that Judas Priest Rock-a-Rolla in from them, and it was the autograph one, and mine came in all bent up. The cover was all bent up. And but I complained about it, sent a complaint in, and they actually refunded me fully. So I was like, yeah,
wow.
at least they came through. So I can't talk too much shit about them. So
That's cool.
I've actually considered ordering that autograph. I mean, for 80 some bucks, I mean, that's not bad.
It's cool. I got the other album,
autographs.
$1 Billion Babies. I got from them, and everything came in cool. I got the lithograph was all autographed and everything.
Yeah,
Directly from
good,
Rhino?
good.
What's
You
that?
have to order directly from Rhino.
No, this was through Talk
That one I
Shop
ordered from
Live.
Rhino, but the other you can get Muscle of Love through Talk Shop Live too, autographed. Rhino doesn't
Okay.
have it autographed.
They do it. Talk Shop does a lot. I mean, I've ordered stuff from them before. Like I got that last Skid Row record, and it was autographed, and there's several other things never had. But my buddy, he ordered that Judas Priest as well, and his came in. His wasn't bent up, but it didn't have the autograph in it.
Oh, jeez.
So he got a refund as well.
I just ordered the Rat Out of the Cellar, and Stephen Piercy signed it, so that's supposedly coming. So we'll see how that comes.
Yeah. And it's not really, the stuff's not really expensive either to get
it's
it
really
autographed.
fairly priced.
It's way better than paying for a meet and greet to get it autographed,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Fuck those meet and greets. I'll never pay for that shit. And on that note, gentlemen, I've got to go because my
You're outta here?
my
Good
phone's
to
about
see you, man.
season,
Glad you were with us tonight, man. It's been a while.
Hey, all right.
Thank you, Ralph, as always, for having me on. You two gentlemen, thank you
Have
all.
a good one, bro. And Manny, a word of advice, man. Try facials. Stop coming in them. Come on their face. It's beautiful. It's like snowflakes. It's always different.
I will.
What else?
I
What do you
wrote
got
that.
there? What do you got there, Wayne? Looks like The Darkness.
Yeah, The Darkness. Permission to Land Again. This is the box set. Came
That
out,
is
I think
cool.
last year or whatever. It has
Yeah, man.
5 CDs, right? 4 CDs and a DVD.
Can you make me a copy of that DVD?
I don't know. Can I?
I don't know. Can you copy it? I need
Maybe.
a copy of the DVD. I almost bought it just for
I
the
could
DVD. So I've got I bought that on the vinyl box. The vinyl box didn't have the DVD in it, of course.
I'm
But
surprised
it's,
they just didn't throw it in there. That's cool. Yeah,
yeah,
I
they
don't
should
know.
have.
I'll I could see if I can copy. I don't have a DVD drive on this computer, so
All cool, all cool.
Hey, it's time.
But yeah,
It's time for me to pick another random vinyl.
okay, go pick one. I got a whole list of shit here.
keep
Go up here.
going, man.
Machine Head, what the hell's the name of this album? Of Kingdom and Crown. I guess it's the latest one.
Hmm.
Got that for Christmas. Venom Inc. There's Only Black. Got that for Christmas.
Yeah, good record.
I like
It's
that.
good.
And this was $5. Enforcer Diamonds.
Oh yeah, I love that record, man.
Yeah.
Good band, great band.
Yeah, they're a really good band. So it's one of the albums that I didn't have. And then this one too, Into the Night by Enforcer.
Mhm.
That's
Yep,
the first-
another good one. Kick-ass band.
The Anti Nowhere League albums 1981 to 87. It's a box set.
So it's got So What on it.
Yeah, it should. It's somewhere on. Yep, it's on there. Judas Priest, the remix of Rock-a-Rolla. I got
I
that on
got that
CD.
on vinyl.
Yeah, I was gonna get the vinyl, but I just figured
Man,
out
it
myself.
sounds like listening to a new record, man. It really
It sounds
does.
really good. It
And I
really
got
does.
this.
Yeah.
Judas,
Yeah, I saw that.
That's
yeah.
killer.
Judas Priest rock and roll bottle.
That thing's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. That's huge.
Yeah, it does,
That's what she said.
Yeah,
and it doesn't have a magnet, or else I'd put it on my fridge.
you can put a magnet on it. Freedom Call, Silver Romance. I hate the name of that album. It's we'll not go there. Wicked Mariah, the Mystic Demos. Really good band.
Cool. Yeah. I saw them open for Widowmaker once.
Oh, really? That's cool. Mob Rules, Celebration Day, 30 years of Mob Rules. Really good. Another good band.
The band Mob Rules. I
Yep.
got you.
Kiss and Alternative Dynasty. This is like a bootleg of radio shows
So,
or whatever.
so is it demos from Dynasty?
No, it's just all songs are recorded live at Electric Lady Studios and recorded and Record Plant Studios, February 1979. So yeah, it's just live stuff, I guess. What else I got? Rhapsody, Challenge the Wind, and the last album I got here, and Anathema, The Optimist, is their last album.
Anathema?
And Anathema.
Oh, I thought it was Anathema. Oh.
And
All right,
for your wrestling, sorry, for your wrestling fans, I got a Jim Cornette signed and autographed action figure.
Hey, speaking of which,
What's that?
have you ever seen this wrestling movie? The Bad Guys?
No.
From 1986.
No.
Got that's Ruth Buzzy. It's got Sergeant Slaughter in it, and it's a wrestling flick. I found this record the other day, and then I looked the movie up. I couldn't find it on nowhere. I found it on YouTube and watched it last night. It's pretty.
I'm sure it's
cheesy,
pretty
but
bad, right?
Yeah, Bad Guys. Yeah, wrestling film.
Never heard of it. All right, what do you got, Ralph?
All right, go Ralph.
Here, down, up, where?
Down. Let's go down.
Down. Like,
Let's see if you go down and see if you can actually get back up. Lower.
I can't go lower, baby.
Right there is good.
Box sets.
Right there is good. Perfect.
Oh, the Cars.
The Cars.
I love the Cars.
Shake it up.
One more. Hey, on the back, let me see what's on the back of that.
What?
The back of that album cover. It's very weird. I never saw the back of that. What is that?
It's another Cars album.
Oh. Oh, not the, that's why I didn't. Oh, okay. Oh, that album. Oh, yeah. Okay. Panorama.
Panorama.
All right.
All right, let's go over here.
Go over there and go to the top.
Top, right
Top.
here.
Yeah, right there. Right there. What's that one sticking out there? Yeah, that one right there.
Alice Cooper I just picked out.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then go over there. Yeah, that's better.
There's a lot of Alice Coopers there. All right. Bachman Turner Overdrive.
Wow.
This one has what's the hit on this one? Oh, there is no hit on this one. It's a good album.
And
This is a classical album of Bach. And this is a proggy album called Automatic Man.
Pat Thrall. Pat Thrall's the guitarist on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Pat Thrall, and it's got Jerome Rimson and Beate. They're both black, like this vinyl. See? All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Did they have like splattered vinyls and all that different colors back in the day, like in the original vinyls?
They had colored vinyl. Yeah, they had different colors. They didn't really do the splatter thing that I know of back. That was something that came up in the last, decade or so, a couple, I guess back. But you talk about BTO, man. That not fragile record. That's a good record, man. That song, that riff to not fragile is just so heavy, man. Yeah. We'll have to do an episode one night. Now I don't have records in here. We'll have to do one where you and I just keep doing blind, randomly pulling stuff out.
That would be a great episode. You think to do that on this channel? Random picks.
Yeah, Wayne, you'd have to move a little further back. I'll have to move
this whole entire thing over here. My records are right here on this side. So.
He pull his records. But yeah, you'd have to just get up and walk back there and grab something.
Yeah. We can do it. We'll do it. I'll switch it around.
Yeah, we'll do it. That sounds good.
A random show where we just pick random shit.
Yeah, all my records are in another room, and because I got a ton of CDs in another room, but I got hundreds in here, so it's the more interesting stuff would be in here as well. So
all my CDs are still in boxes in my garage. And I don't know when I'll ever get around to putting those up. I have to fully be moved in before I do. But
you'll get to it.
But hey, it was a fun show, man.
That was good. I'm glad I came up with that idea. It was a good idea.
Yeah. Good brainstorming there, Wayne.
Look at some brain on Wayne.
The second day of the year, your second album.
Yeah. All thanks to Art the Clown.
So next week, favorite 9th album.
9th album. Some bands didn't even make a 9th album.
Yeah.
It'll be on the 9th.
Yeah.
I'll be talking about Motorhead.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys. Thank you, everybody, for watching. You all rule. Tune in next week. And I'm going to be doing all my shows here. Like now, when we're done with this, I got to leave. I got to get out of here because if they find me staying here, I get fined. So I'm just going to, every Thursday, I'll be here to do my show and then leave after I'm done. So thank you again, Wayne and Tony.
Yeah, it was a business. So that's what you tell them. Hey, man, I'm at work. I'm leaving now.
Yep. And I'm coming back tomorrow early, by the time I move into here, because here's the problem. They got to put in the lawn. But in order to put it in the lawn, we got to get the permits. So we're waiting on that. And then once they put in the lawn, then we got to get an inspector. It'll be months before I'm full.
Oh, yeah.
Why does a lawn have to be in before the inspector comes? What does that have to do with anything?
Fuck if I know, man. We're still waiting for the.
It's Florida, man.
We're still waiting for us to put the lawn in.
Are you getting sod?
No,
he's getting AstroTurf.
I'm getting fucking fake grass.
Really?
Yeah, he don't have to mow it or anything.
That's a good idea.
Sod grows. AstroTurf doesn't.
Green all year round.
Yeah. So once all that shit, it may be months before I'm fully moved in, but by the time I'm moved in, everything should be in place. I'm gonna have my new stereo, and it's gonna be bitching, and then I'm gonna do an episode of Cribs. It's gonna be fucking awesome, man.
Hell yeah. Cool. We're going to Dr. Fuck's crib.
I had an idea, I forgot what it was, but you guys remind me later that we may be doing it next week.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. Which you know what I was thinking, I think we already did that.
What was it again?
Concerts.
Oh, did we do an episode of our favorite concert?
I think we did.
Yeah, we did.
Whoops.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
We'll have to think of something else.
I have to think of something else.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in. And check it out, man. I didn't even know I owned this shirt.
I was gonna. Don't you not like Guns N' Roses?
No, I like Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan, but while I was taking all my clothes out, this was in there, and I was like, I don't remember owning a Guns N' Roses. Yes, I'm gonna wear it. Fuck it, you know. I
That's
want
cool.
it. I'm wearing
And
it.
nobody mentioned Use Your Illusions 2
Yeah, there's a reason.
or 1.
There's a reason.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Till next week. Schmack 'em a gob.
Bye.